Apple showed off the iPhone 14, iPhone 14 Plus, iPhone 14 Pro, and iPhone 14 Pro Max, which will be its best iPhone in 2022. After months of accurate leaks, there weren't many surprises, and the basic design hasn't changed much from year to year. But there are some interesting things to see, especially with the Pro phones. Hello, and welcome to our YouTube channel. Today, we will discuss about iPhone 14's first look and its top features. In the meantime, if you haven't already, please click the bell button to subscribe to our channel and show your support before we begin. So, the Pro models have the most obvious changes. The notch is gone and has been replaced by a camera cutout near the top of the screen that looks and works like a user interface element. This is made possible by the iOS software and the true black per pixel illumination OLED screen technology. We thought the new cutout was great. Before they started, there was some doubt. It didn't seem like a cutout would be better than a notch, but Apple has made some smart software decisions that have turned a weakness into a feature. The company did this in a way that not many Android phones makers could match. The animations are quick, the shapes are interesting, and the functionality is useful. Now, let's talk about some top features of iPhone 14. Number 1. Satellite service lets you make emergency calls anywhere. With a new subscription service, your iPhone 14 can make emergency calls even when you don't have internet or cellular services. It does this by connecting to satellites flying high above you. These satellites then send your location to emergency services on Earth. When you connect, your iPhone will ask you a few questions about your condition. Are you lost? Hurt? Are you by yourself or are you with someone? All of these make sure that your iPhone contacts the right service center to get help for you. Number 2. Better cameras that can record in dimmer light. Every new iPhone comes with a better camera, even though the rumors about the iPhone 14 being able to record in 8K turn out to be false. The cameras are still pretty good. Every version of the iPhone 14 has better cameras that can record in low light and capture more vivid colors. Autofocus is finally coming to the front camera, which will make it easier to take clear selfies even when the subjects are at different distances. Number 3. The always-on screen saves power while showing your notifications. People have been asking for new always-on screens for the iPhone 14 Pro and Pro Max for years. Even when the iPhone is locked and the screen is off, the time, widgets, and live activities can still be seen on the screen. Depending on the picture, you might even be able to see the background on your lock screen. All of this is done by a screen that is always on, but it uses much less battery power than if it were actively on. You can keep up with what's going on and keep your iPhone running longer. Number 4. A new force sensor detects if you've been in a car crash. Like a new Series 8 Apple Watch, the iPhone 14 will have a force sensor that can tell when you're in a car accident. The sensor only works when you're driving. It notices when you stop suddenly, the airbag expands, and there's a loud crash. Once detected, your iPhone will offer to call emergency services for you. If you don't or can't respond, it will call automatically. Number 5. The fastest internal chips yet. All 4 iPhone models are getting new chips on the inside. These are the most important parts of your iPhone's hardware, which makes these new models the fastest iPhone so far. But the iPhone 13, the iPhone 14, and iPhone 14 Plus have an A15 Bionic chip, but the chip has been updated. Apple says that the GPU, which handles graphics, is 18% faster and that the CPU and neural processors are also better. Number 6. The famous notch on the iPhone is gone. As we said earlier, the notch is gone, which is the biggest change. So, most of it is gone. It's still there on the iPhone 14 and 14 Plus, but it's been replaced on the iPhone 14 Pro and Pro Max by a pill-shaped cutout that Apple calls the Dynamic Island. The selfie camera and Face ID sensor are in the Dynamic Island, which is a separate cutout surrounded by pixels that work. It also adapts to the app you're using by getting bigger or smaller. So, that's it for today. Was this video helpful? Share your views about these new features on iPhone 14 in the comment section below. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon for all the latest updates. Thanks for watching.